What's up, guys? Nate and
Channing.
And today we're going to show you something really amazing from Scream 2022. But first, we got to take a moment to thank all of you guys for getting us above 1,000 subscribers. I know it seems small compared to some of the other channels out there, but it is still a milestone to reach 1,000 and then to go above it. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and letting us continue to show you cool stuff like this. So this is going to be our, thank you video, our 1,000 subscriber celebration video. So should we just get right to it?
Yeah.
All right. What we got here, we got an envelope. There's something in this envelope from Scream 2022. So let's just get right into it. All right, guys, here we go. This is the Scream 2022 digital VFX knife. So cool, such an awesome piece. I am so happy to own this. Let's give you guys a really good look at this thing. I mean, this thing is just amazing. It really pops and catches your eye, that green with the pink. So what is this? All right, well, let's talk about it. So this knife was basically what was used, and I have spoken with a couple of the guys over at Bearded Skulls Effects that did all the visual effects for the film. And they confirmed that this very knife that I'm holding here was used in virtually every shot in the film where you see somebody getting stabbed. Back in the day, and, not just to Scream, but other, productions and films, they would have used what is called a retractable. I've got a video on retractables, so check that out. But we all know what a retractable is. It's a knife that, the blade retracts whenever, you're stabbed. So you're actually stabbing the actor with an actual knife. Well, they don't use retractables anymore at all, really. Number one, they're too expensive. Number two, they're very finicky. They jam real easily. They break real easily. They fail. When they fail, they can hurt somebody. So retractables are now, for better or worse, they're no longer used. So Douglas actually over at Drown Boy Productions, when I showed him this before we did this video, he was the one that kind of pointed out to me hey, that's the new retractable. This is the new retractable now. This is the Scream 2022 retractable knife. This is essentially it. So what we have here is a molded buck 120 handle, full size, painted obviously to make it look even more like a real handle of a buck 120, even though this is really the only part of it you're going to see in most shots with this knife. And attached to the top here is a very soft piece of green foam, and then the little pink squares are tracking marks. So this would have been used in any shot in the film where somebody is being stabbed, with the exception of Wes's death, which obviously was a practical effect where they actually pushed a rubber stunt knife into the neck appliance that he was wearing. And then stuff like Tara, when she gets stabbed through the hand, they use something different with that. But this was actually, there's actually a behind the scenes shot that was shared by Kyle Gallner, who played Vince in the film, who actually, when you think about it, he's really the opening kill of the movie. You know, the Scream films always have a famous opening kill. Well, and as you know, in Scream 2022, there wasn't an opening kill. The opening scene was an attack. It was an opening attack because Tara wasn't killed. So Vince being the first person that's killed in the film is technically the opening kill of the Scream film, if you will. So there's a really great shot, behind the scenes shot of Ghostface posing with Kyle on set, and he's holding this very knife, this exact knife in the photo. We'll throw it up for you guys, show you guys a couple times. So this is what was used for safety reasons, obviously, but also, you know, for the later tracking to add the digital blade. But essentially, it would have just, for safety, this foam, that way, you know, it's my understanding you don't actually touch the actor with it, because then you still run the risk of hitting them with this part, the actual hard plastic part, the hard resin. You know, the foam is for safety of, you know, you get it as close as you can and pull back, but just in case you accidentally hit them, it's just this real soft foam tip that would actually hit them. So this knife was used to kill Vince, who again is the opening, technically the opening kill in the movie. It was also used for Judy's death, where she stabbed repeatedly outside on the sidewalk. This is what was stabbing her. And then Chad's attack, where he stabbed multiple times, that was this. Sydney getting stabbed in the stomach by Amber at the end was this knife. So this knife was used in virtually every attack or death scene, with the exception, like I said, of Wes's. But so this is a really cool piece. It's got really cool history, and to have a behind the scenes photo that essentially matched. So what do you think of it?
It's pretty cool. I like how it's life-sized, and this looks like the life-size like part of the blade. Yeah,
it was really neat. We actually held it up to a real Buck 120. We held it up and kind of compared it, and this is actually the exact same thickness, width, not thickness, obviously that, since it's foam, it's really thick, but the width of the blade matches the 120 exactly. So they really made sure that it was going to be accurate when they went in there to do the digital effects. So I'll go ahead and give you guys another close look here. Let's go that side of it. So very, very, very cool piece. In my opinion, probably the best knife that you could possibly own from the film. I know it's not a full knife, but to have the history of knowing that anytime someone stabbed, essentially, that it was this exact knife that was used that you're seeing, with the blade added digitally later. Really, really cool. Can't wait to figure out like an awesome way to display it. But again, give you guys another look at it there. Really cool piece. I'm really happy to have this in the collection. Yeah, it's just awesome to have this and be able to share it with you guys.
And I see
any other comments?
I see that there's some holes in here.
Yeah, so there's also a couple holes on the bottom of the handle here. I wasn't really sure what they were for when I got it, so that was another thing I had discussed with the Bearded Skulls effects guys, and they basically just said that this is a marking that is part of how they're made, how they cast the real buck knives. There's basically like rods or something that go through here so it can be molded and painted and whatnot. So that's what those holes are for. So yeah, like I said, really cool piece. These type of things, aside from the fact that there's only one, even with that aside, these type of things are really hard to come by. Very, very awesome piece. So there it is. That's it, guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm happy to have it. I was happy to share it with you guys. Thanks again for getting us to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. we have another video coming out very soon, which is gonna blow your guys' mind. Was able to get my hands on something that was recently discovered from Scream 3. You're not gonna wanna miss this. So definitely subscribe. So the next video that comes out after this is gonna be that video, and you guys are not gonna wanna miss what I was able to find. So that's it. Anything else?
No.
No? All right, guys, thanks for watching.